Hello, friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we'll wait for everybody to pop on and then we'll get started. So I know you guys have been dying for this makeup tutorial. I say that kind of jokingly, but not jokingly, because I know you guys really have been wanting to see this no makeup look for a while. I'm pretty much known for full coverage foundation coverage just because I've always had really severely, try to put that water over there, dark circles. And so I love full coverage because it hides everything. But I know that's not always realistic, especially for if you are a busy mom or if you work super early in the morning, or you are new to makeup and you are a little nervous or hesitant about putting that much foundation on. I totally get you. Hello from New Hampshire, Albuquerque. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. So I get you. So I want to give you guys, I want to be a source for you for all things, like full coverage, light coverage, skincare. I want this to be the space where you can come and you can feel uplifted and you can feel empowered and you can learn something new. So with that being said, I really hope that you will click that share button in your bottom left hand corner. You will tell your friends about me. You will tell your family about me. You will share my website with anyone and everyone who will listen. My website right here is rayahopebeauty.com. That's where you can find all of the makeup I'm about to use. I also do sell a variety of things. So if you need any help with hair, makeup, fashion, you name it, just message me and I would love to help you guys. So we'll wait a few more minutes and I think everybody will be here. Yay, I love seeing where you guys are all from. Missouri, New Hampshire, Wisconsin. So cool. I love that we're so spread out all over the US and the world. So, super early lady. Yeah, good job. I know I am earlier than I normally go, huh? I'm actually on top of my day. Okay. So, I'm gonna put this over here. Where am I going to sit this coffee? Not in the way. And I'm going to take my hat off and then we'll get started. All right. So like I said before, we're going to do a no makeup look. And for that, we're still going to use some coverage. It's still going to be flawless. It's still going to look amazing. But this is a routine that you can do in literally 5 minutes. You could do it in the dark. Because I've done it in 5 minutes and I've done it in the dark. This is my favorite routine to do when we travel. Just because I'm gonna be in public, but I don't want to wear a ton of makeup, or if I'm running errands or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I think you'll have some of these products already, so it's a different way to use some of them, which I love, being able to use things different ways. And yeah, so we'll get started. I am drinking, so this is my healthy coffee. It's a venti cold brew caramel syrup with heavy whipping cream. So the most unhealthiest thing in here is the caramel syrup, but if your Starbucks, which mine used to, super annoying, has a sugar-free caramel syrup, it's basically keto. So yeah, that's what I was drinking when we were keto for a long time, and I actually like it better. It tastes exactly like a caramel macchiato. Yes, Cindy, hi guys, welcome. Oh, awesome, Kelly. Thank you for sharing me with your daughter. Seeing all the house of dates. Yay, thank you. I know today is actually, I'm not kidding, the first day, and I can't even remember, where we do not have a worker here. No one is here. This morning we woke up and I was like, it seems so weird. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. I think most of us are here. So with this full coverage foundation, I always do my pre-makeup routine. It's so crucially important for getting really flawless makeup. And also helps to protect your skin, helps the makeup to look its best. It's the best. So if you haven't yet to try this, highly recommend. Shelly messaged me. I actually pinned my Facebook up here in the description, so you can actually message me there if you need any recommendations. I know sometimes Facebook can be tricky, so it's kind of hard to figure out where to message me. So I pinned I tagged myself above. So you can click that and it will take you to my Facebook page, and then you'll just send me a message there. I was hoping, yay, awesome. Can you swatch gingerly and astute? Yes, I will try to do that, Taylor. Okay, so now for today's makeup coverage, like I was saying, before you put on your makeup, this step is so important and you should all be doing it. Hi, Amy, welcome. If you have not tried it yet, or if you've been meaning to, definitely snag one or both of these products today because they are seriously game changers for your makeup. So the first thing that I do in the morning is I wash my face. I spray it with my rose water. Unique has these little rose waters in a bunch of different, like, this one's cucumber, they have a grapefruit, they have a rose, they have lavender. They're amazing. They're super moisturizing, and you can use these after your makeup, before your makeup, in the middle of your makeup, all the things. So make sure you use this if you're dry. So I wash my face in the morning, I spray with my rose water, I let it dry. Obviously, I usually like brush my teeth, and then I will spray with my setting spray. I usually get dressed. And then I do my Glorious Face Primer all over my face, my eyes, my lips, everywhere. I just kind of like massage it in and then push it in. And then I let it sit on my skin for like 3 to 5 minutes while I'll like do my hair, or I get the kids breakfast, or whatever, all the things, right? Mom life. And then by the time I'm ready, then it's time to do my setting spray. So I do my setting spray again, I get out the rest of my makeup, I make my blending buds damp, and then it's ready for makeup. So that's my routine before I do my makeup every single time. And although it may sound like a lot of steps, it actually goes by really quickly. The setting spray dries really fast. So yeah, and then now we're ready. All right, so now we're going to take the star of the show, and this is the Skin Perfecting Concealer, and we're using the shade Velour, which is one shade up than what I normally use. So if you're going to be doing this routine, you're going to want to get one shade darker in your concealer. It's going to match better, and it won't be so bright on your skin, because if you use like your true concealer, it might make you look a little washed out. So I recommend going up in a shade in your concealer, always warm it up, and then you're going to apply this. Like my insecurity, I guess you could say, is always my under eyes. So I also have like some little acne scars there, so I'll kind of pop it there. I always get a little bit red on my chin, my nose, my forehead, and then on my eyelids a little bit. So I'll just use that teeny tiny bit, and I'll just kind of take the rest and wipe it off all over. And then I'm going to take my blending bud, which is the smallest one. It's damp. Bring it underneath the water, and then I'm going to start blending that out. So this is simply going to reduce the redness in my skin, and it's going to add just a little bit of coverage, but you're still going to be able to see like my skin underneath, which is fine, because the no makeup look, you don't want to look like you're having like all this crazy coverage. But I don't want to see all this redness. I don't want to see my dark circles. I don't want to see all the little things that we may be insecure about. So we're just going to blend that in, and you see how beautiful and quickly it blends? Isn't that great? Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, so we're just gonna quickly blend this in all over, and I kind of like pull and dab, both pulling and dabbing helps blend it in quickly. And see how it just reduces the redness, but you can still totally see my coverage underneath. Always blend it down your neck. I don't care what you're using, blend down the neck. It makes a really big difference. All right, so now that we're done with that, now you have the option to go in with more or move on. I'm gonna just move on because I reduced my redness. I started to hide a little bit of my little acne scars. My dark circles are beginning to hide themselves. Seems good enough for me, and it already looks really flawless, right? So that was just the Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Velour. That was it. And this is $29, and you can actually get it on sale in the collection, which is called Ready Set Prep, which actually comes with the foundation. So it's a super great way to save money. And if you're not sure what color to grab, just message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a recommendation. But if you already have a concealer for your under eyes, just get on the website and grab one shade darker. Just one. Okay, so now I have oily skin, so I need to set my makeup, but if you don't, you can move on to the next step. But if you do, you're going to take your dry blending bud. This one's like from Walmart. You're going to spray it with your setting spray just to get it to like cling on very nicely. And then we're going to take the Touchable Hold Translucent Setting Powder, and we're going to push our blending bud in that. I didn't grab enough. And put it on there, and then we're just going to pop this wherever you put concealer or wherever you feel like you get really oily. This is perfect because it's going to absorb any of that oil. It also acts as a little bit extra coverage. So if you are wanting a little bit more coverage, the setting powder does that. Also helps to minimize the appearance of pores. And like I said, it just absorbs all the elements. So if you work around like food or grease, or you live somewhere where it's really humid, this is a good product to absorb any of that, so it's not going to mess up your makeup. What's this shade darker than Scarlet? Would be the shade Organza. Hello, I've been so busy. Miss Celeste, oh, Maureen, welcome. Thanks, Tara. All right, so now that we have our setting powder on, just kind of all over, you can either let this sit or you can swipe away, which I'm gonna do. And see, it's a little bit messy, but it's okay. Need that, but yes. Yes, need little help. Love your videos, help so much. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you got your core 3. Oh my gosh, that thing's amazing. Okay, so we're just using our fan brush to sweep this away. And like I said, it's just gonna help to absorb any oil from our skin. Okay, so now if you aren't, if you aren't oily, if you're normal to dry, you could skip that and move on to this. Hi, Donna. And we're going to use the Mineral Touch pressed powder, and this is in the shade Taffeta, and this is going to act as like our foundation. Not only is it going to help to set our concealer that we put all over, but it's also going to give us this really gorgeous airbrushed finished look. And we're going to apply it with this big giant kabuki brush, which applies the powder like really even and very light on our skin. So we're just kind of going over, and then because normally I just do this patting motion when I'm using liquid, but when I'm using just concealer, I'll usually kind of like do this on my cheeks just for a little more coverage and act like a little heavier handed than I normally would. And that is only during this like no makeup look. And then same thing on top. And you can already see how much more fuller coverage this makes it. Hello? Yes, message me and I can give you the link to the brush. Message me and I can give you the link. And I tagged myself in the comments above, I tagged myself in the description of this tutorial, so you can message me on Rhea Hope or Rhea Coleman or Beauty by Rhea Hope, wherever you want to send me a message, you can do so. And then always blend down the neck. And I'm using the shade Taffeta in the pressed powder. And then another little trick you can do is you could take the other side of your blending bed and you can take your pressed powder and you can push it in here, grab some of that product, and you can actually push this underneath your eye, and it actually will help and assist your under eye to crease as bad, because you're kind of being more intentional where you're placing that powder. And you can even kind of take it on your eyelid, just like that. And I broke a piece. Go. Okay. So now we are going to finish off the makeup look. So if you are dry skin and you're like, oh, if I use powder, then I look really flaky or cakey. Right now what you could do is you could take your rose water and you can spritz your face with the rose water, wait for it to dry, and then continue on your makeup routine. It just simply adds a little bit of moisture into the powder before you continue building it. So little tip if you are oily, or I'm sorry, if you are dry. All right, so now contouring. I always contour. I don't care if it's a no makeup look. It makes a difference. So, and it's so fast. You don't have to do it like so intently or like make it so bold. So we're going to take the beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa with the tapered blusher brush. I'm going to start at the top of the ear, working to the corner of the mouth, and just simply take this back and forth and then swirl. This is going to warm up our complexion, and it's really going to make our makeup kind of look a lot fancier than it is. It's just concealer and pressed powder. So, but when you put a little bit of contour in and go the extra mile, it really makes a big difference. So a little swirl, and like I said, you can do this whole routine in like 5 minutes. And in the dark. I've done both. Okay, so forehead, and you can already see how it's taking away like that kind of washed out look. And it's just simply giving you this like sun-kissed glow. See this? See how it's really bringing it together? It's not looking so washed out or so bland. Before, you may kind of look like, oh, are you wearing makeup? I don't know. But now you kind of look put together. You're still like, you don't really look like you're wearing foundation at all or anything, but you simply kind of are being put together. The scents of the rose water is lavender, cucumber, grapefruit, and rose, I believe. I think that's it. But they're not like fragranced, and they're not like heavy. They're not like a perfume at all. They're really, really nice. My skin is very dry. So you could totally do this routine. The only thing that you're going to sub out, Shelly, is you are not going to do the setting powder. You are, however, going to do the pressed powder, and you're going to utilize the rose water. So that is the only like substitute if you're dry. Okay, so now for blush. Always important so you don't look washed out. We're going to use the shade Surreal, which is my new favorite. And we're going to take the blusher brush and just smile and tap this on. This is great blush for getting just that subtle flush look. And it also has this really pretty like sheen to it. So it gives you this like really gorgeous glowy finish. Just like that. See that? All right, now eyebrows. All right, so we're going to use the Lash Brow Comb. Swear by this guy. Removes any foundation or anything in your brows, and then you take the metal side and then you comb through your lashes. The mascara that you use is not intended to like comb through your lashes. So if you ever apply your mascara and you're like, oh, it looks so clumpy, grab the Lash Brow Comb. It's so important. It's gonna like really make your lashes look so much better. Hello from North Carolina, awesome. Thank you so much. So with your skin being oily and dry, you can utilize these steps. Sarah, you're just going to want to use the rose water in your dry spots and use the setting powder in your oily areas. What color is the blush? Is the shade Surreal. It's this really gorgeous kind of like purpley. It looks purple, but as you see, it just goes on like a dusty rose. Actually, it took me a long time to order it because I was so nervous that it was going to look like purple on my skin. But as you see, it doesn't. It looks so natural. And it's actually on sale in the Kudos, Kudos, on my website, rayahopebeauty.com. And you can grab it, any of the blushes. We even have matte ones. So if you want something even more subtle, you could get the brow pencil in the shade, or sorry, not the brow pencil. You can get the blush in the shade Sweet. Is the lightest and the most subtle shade we have. Pam, you can send your picture to me right here on Facebook. You can tap on my face right now and a little description window will pop down. You'll be able to send me a message. And then I also tagged myself in the description of this tutorial, which is Rhea Coleman. So you can message me there as well. So however you want to message me is totally fine. You could even message me on Instagram. So if you guys aren't following me there, make sure you do. My name on Instagram is Rhea Hope, which I use for older dry skin. So Patty, you can totally utilize this step or this routine. But message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a makeup like regimen or makeup routine for you for whatever preference you are. Whether you want something light or full coverage or whatever, just message me and I would be thrilled to help you. Alright, so for brows, I'm just simply shaping them, filling them in. It really does pull the makeup look together if you have the time in the morning to do so. This is the brow pencil in the shade Medium. I swear, look how fast that is. It's so good. I use the shade Medium. And then if it does look a little like bit darker, you can always take the brush and comb through. So if Surreal is sold out, the other colors that I love is Sweet and Stunning. Those two are matte blushes and they're really, really gorgeous. Alright, so now to make it look just a little bit nicer on our skin, I'm actually going to take my bronzer with the fluffy crease brush and I'm just going to dust this all over my eye. So just sticking to my crease, and again, this is just bronzer. Crease and then lid. And I love this little trick because it makes it look like we're wearing eyeshadow and we're not. So just sweep in the crease, zigzag through the eye, sweep in the crease, zigzag through the eye, and then I always spin in this outside corner. All right, done with that. Now we're ready for mascara. So just like it is a crime not to prime your skin, same goes for your lashes. It's a crime not to prime your lashes. So this is the lash primer and it is incredible. It helps to curl your lashes, helps to give them even more length and volume, and actually nourishes your lashes. So when you're nourishing something, it actually gives it the ability to grow. So if you're trying to grow your lashes out, this is a must-have step to wear underneath your mascara. So lash primer on, and now we're going to go with our 4D mascara. Go from the base of the lash all the way up, and I kind of like blink onto the wand, which I think helps to kind of intentionally place it on your lashes. And then just sweep along the back side like that. just like that. See how simple that is? And it's so much length and volume. Base of the lash. And then I kind of work in like quadrants of my lashes. So I'll work like on the inner corner, I'll work on the outer corner, middle, and then I'll dust along the back like that. Okay, and now take our hair down, take the hair down. Now I'm going to use the lip gloss in the shade Luxe for today. This is like one of my favorites for like a really like simple but still glossy. Look at that, isn't that pretty? And then take it on top. And it actually has this little touch-up mirror, which is great. It's like $15 by itself, or you can get it on sale in the Kudos, like I said. Kudos is a really good deal this month because it's so customizable. You get your choice of lip product, so lip gloss, lipstick, liquid lipstick, you name it. And you get your choice of blush, and you get your choice of foundation, and you get your choice of, what am I missing? Blush, lipstick, foundation, and I'm mind farting. Help me out. What's the other one? Okay, so last thing while I remember what that last part is of the Kudos. Why is this so difficult? Now I'm going to spray my setting spray. Which for this routine, for me, it is so crucially important to make sure that you set, thank you, liquid shadow, that's right. You get 2 liquid eyeshadows. It's so important to set your makeup when you're done because it's going to take away that makeup-y look or the powdery look, and it's going to really just let it settle into your skin much nicer than if you weren't using a setting spray. So the Touch Bold setting spray, I'm telling you, is so important. Make sure that you grab it. All right, and you guys, that's the whole makeup look. Can you believe that? And doesn't it look really pretty? It makes it look like we're wearing, like, we spent all this time, right? Alicia, right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com is where you can find all of what I just used. So in the Kudos, like I said, you get your choice of 2 liquid eyeshadows, which they look like this. They'll last forever. And then you get your choice of any lip product, and then you get your choice of any foundation and your choice of any blush. So you get to totally customize it, which I think is so cool. Thank you. Yes, right? Isn't this super simple? So as a recap, if you missed it, I'm just wearing our Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Velour. I set it with the Touch Bold Translucent Setting Powder. I then used my Mineral Touch Pressed Powder in Taffeta to set my under eye and all over. I used the Beachfront Bronzer in my, as eyeshadow, and then also in my contour in the shade Hermosa. And then we used the blush in the shade Surreal. We used the brow pencil in medium, and then we used our lash products, the lash primer and the 4D mascara, and then we took the lip gloss in Luxe. That was it. Super simple. Yes, so I saw someone say like 21 minutes. So if you minus the 5 minutes that I waited in the beginning, and then you speed this up if I weren't talking and stopping and reading, this I could do in like 5 minutes. Throw it together and you look amazing, you feel amazing, and this makeup will last all day long. Like, it has such good holding power and such good coverage. So I love that I can still see my freckles, I can still see my skin, and I don't feel like I'm wearing any makeup, but I still look and feel put together. So if you're looking for a routine that you feel your best, but you can like rock this, definitely snag the concealer, snag the pressed powder, and then you can kind of put together the rest of it. So message me if you guys need any recommendations, if you need any help picking out product. I would love to help. But if you haven't yet, make sure you snag the Kudos. Right here is the website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. That's where you can shop all of the makeup. Where's my hat? I thought I was wearing a hat today. There we go. Much more put together. Yay, awesome. So make sure you snag the Kudos. Message me if you guys need any help. All I need is a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. And check out the collection called Ready, Set, Prep. It's underneath Sets and Collections on my website, and it comes with the foundation, concealer, primer, setting spray, and blush. All 5 things, 15% off. Such a good deal. So Ready, Set, Prep is the name of that. You can find it at RheaHopeBeauty.com underneath the Sets and Collections. Yay! Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow for another makeup look. I hope you guys all have a beautiful rest of your day. Have a lovely Sunday. Hopefully it's not snowy and rainy where you are. If it is, snuggle up, watch a movie, cuddle in front of the fire. Message me if you guys need any help, and I love you. I'll see you guys over on Instagram. I'm actually going to do a try-on Instagram stories today with Jane and Kate Boutique. And what else do I have going today? I think that's it. So if you like try-ons, join me over on Instagram after this. So my Instagram name is Rhea Hope. Make sure that you share this with all your family and friends. Click that share button, add it to your wall, and don't hesitate to share my website with anybody. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.